Yo, 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 welcome to Crate 808 and another little insight into what's happening on our Patreon, where we do our series, Why I Love J Dilla. And today we have got an elite podcaster in the hot seat, Sean Kantrowitz, to talk about one of his favourite Dilla songs and why he loves it. Hold Tight, the JD remix from 2010. And man, he dropped some gems on us and he brought out some absolute flavour. We talked about the lyrics, talked about why Dilla's so amazing and what's so good about this track. So if you like this, go to patreon.com/crate808, sign up. You get 2 bonus episodes a month, including Doom, including Dilla, including Woo series. We go all into it, man. We go all into it. So yes, hope you enjoy this and yeah, catch you soon. Boom. When you said remix to me, no lie, I had slept on this remix. I knew about the Lost remix that had come out about 4 or 5 years ago, 2017 time. So that had been on my playlist and I really enjoyed that one. But I couldn't usher myself away from the drums of the original. Like, I think that's why I was so interested when you said the remix, because I thought, wow, to even move away from the, you know, the drum and the kick from the original is so make your head snap. Like when you hear that live at J Dilla tribute night, everyone stops, you know, the Hold Tight original. But the clapping, the percussion, the feel of this new one, you're right, that new car, I think I'm in there with you. It is a bit of a new car smell right now because it's all I'm listening to all week. So one, I appreciate you putting this on my radar more. 2, it makes me think, is J Dilla's genius just no wonder you thought, oh, this is the more superior version, because it just feels like he can do anything with and rework old stuff and make it sound so fresh.
Well, and I have an interesting story that I haven't really talked about, or maybe, no, I haven't really talked about it. So I hear this and there's something in my producer brain when I hear this, really being enamored with it. And yeah, the new car smell is there, but let's be honest, if it came out in 2010, I've been hearing it for 12 years. So it's a very, the car doesn't have a lot of miles on it if it still smells new.
Yeah.
And I start to really think as I'm analyzing it and trying to discount the bias that I have, something in me innately is telling me this has to be the original. This has to be the first one. And I don't know the full story behind how everything came to be. There's not a lot of information in the liner notes in this reissue. So earlier in 2022, I had Dan Charnas and Frank Nitt on the questions.
Amazing.
And in the pre-roll, before we went live, because we live broadcasted it for an audience, we took about 15, 20 minutes and we were just making sure the levels were okay and everything. And then we're just geeking out because we're all just very thrilled. The book has just come out. So we're all very riding high on all the Dilla praise and all of the minutia in the book. And I don't know why I didn't wait to do this in the broadcast, but instead I just said to Frank and Dan, kind of thinking Frank would know more, but maybe Dan would as well. And I just said, hey, I might be completely out of pocket here, but I really believe, and I have no substantial evidence as to why I think this is true, but I really think that the fantastic 2.1 remix of Hold Tight is the original. Tell me I'm wrong. And Frank Nitt looks at me and he says, I don't know if this version is the first, but it definitely precedes the version that everyone knows on the Fantastic Volume 2 version. What? And I've never felt so validated in my fucking life.
He talks about sampling. We have a little category, Sample Corner. And for me, that guitar loop in this track, in the remix as well, is that kind of little hidden treasure that once you notice it, you can't not know. It's so satisfying to hear again. And yeah, just a great sample. I can't actually remember who was it. I've got it written here. Kip Hanrahan. Never heard of who Kip Hanrahan is, but that's great. And one casual song. So if anyone wants to go out there and check the sample, this isn't sample snitching. That's all over the place. Everybody knows about that one. So
I didn't even know that, to be honest. I didn't know that. That's what that guitar loop is.
Yes, it's quite clear. As soon as you hear the track, it's like, I think it's about 20 seconds in, 30 seconds in, and you hear it, and you think, oh, yeah, got it. And that's because, you know, it's that kind of, again, you've lived with this music for so long that you know them little minutiae and little details. But if we talk about the hottest bars, though, can we talk about like just the rhyming on this? What did you think? So I know you heard this probably when it first came out, I'm guessing Slum Volume 2, right?
Yeah. About that time. So it would have been like 99, 2000. Yeah.
What did you think then? Q-Tip, his first lines is, "This is the last time you'll hear me. This is the last time you'll cheer me." Like, how did that hit you when you first heard that?
Yeah, it felt like an important moment. I don't know. It definitely sounds like he's, bidding farewell to the rap game. I don't know if I necessarily thought at the time, like, oh, I guess he's done, but it definitely seemed like that was the concept of the verse, whether or not it was something I thought was literally happening. But I think that Q-Tip really it's hard to remember, but it was either Questlove's endorsement of the group and the album on OK Player, but also the fact that this was a time that, being such a huge Tribe head, I was just buying any record that had a Q-Tip feature on it. So I might have even bought this album and skipped to the Q-Tip track first. And yeah, I mean, it's a great verse. It's sort of like this State of the Union. He's shouting out everybody that it's his like last will and testament career-wise, where he's saying, D'Angelo, play your piano. JD, flip another beat for me. Hold tight to button. T3, bust a bus. Watch out for who you trust. Ali Shaheed, it's your blood that I bleed. Yes, Fife, for you I would give my life. It's like, he's really just, it's kind of effortless. And I think especially later Tribe records definitely took an influence from what Slum Village was doing.
Sean, what is your favorite donut? And why?
Like from the album Donuts?
No. Like, an actual donut. Like if you're going to a donut shop, what is
donut?
Yeah. Like if you're going, like, that's my go-to.
I think I like a powdered sugar with some jelly in the middle.
Oh.
But I'll always try a weird donut. There's quite a few donut shops in Los Angeles, and we'll pop in from time to time, and there are just some staples. And then if it's weird, I'll try it. There's like a coffee donut or like a Reese's Pieces or, a lot of more outlandish donuts. But I think that the classic powdered with the jelly in the middle is pretty tough to beat.
Let's go into an even more ridiculous category that we have. That is, how deep is your love? How deep is your love for this track, right? Hold tight. Amazing track. We already talked about it. But let's do we can do two different versions here. The original, which is 2000, or the remix, which is 2010. So let's go 2010 to begin with, and let's see how we land with this. But I decided to see what else happened in 2010 when this remix came out, and go to the arena of film. And if you look at the highest selling grossing films, I've got a top 5 here for you, right? You can have to get rid of 4 of these, right? And you get to keep Hold Tight. But if you want an extra film, you've got to delete Hold Tight, the remix, from history. Now, here are the films for you, and I'll repeat it afterwards, right? So you can keep one of these. Toy Story 3, Alice in Wonderland, the Johnny Depp version, I think that is, Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Inception, Shrek Forever After. What was happening in 2010 that we just love kid films? It's amazing. But out of them, you can only keep one. Toy Story 3, Inception.
I think it's got to be Inception. And I'm not against kid films. I enjoy many of the Pixar films. But Inception was great. And yeah, I mean, that would be my top pick. But if I had to choose between Inception and the Hold Tight remix, I'm going with the Hold Tight remix. Inception can get the fuck out of here.
Christopher Nolan just crying in the background in the corner. Love it. So there you go. Sean Kantrowitz absolutely blowing it out of the park. Just absolute gems and just good fun. Great fun. Go check out Sean. Go follow him and go just check out all his podcasts. And yes, go to patreon.com/crate808 to get more of this goodness and help support the show and help us grow and make more of this content for you guys. Right. Catch you soon. Boom. Peace.